Hey Libras, welcome to Eight of Cups Tarot. I'm working on your love reading for January to like mid-February. I'll get another love reading out to you right around Valentine's Day that week. I know it's going to be a little while until I get to do your February reading. You know, you'll be towards the end. So just kind of a quick update on some of the stuff that's going on for you. You have a new moon. It's going to be occurring in your 5th house. And it is very closely tied with Uranus, which is in your 8th house. So what does that mean? I think a lot of Libras are going through a bit of a revelation. In 5th house is the new moon is, romance, creativity, your children, what you do, what you're passionate about, the things you do because you enjoy them and you love doing them. And it could be dating, it could be significant others, or casual dating, but that 8th house, Uranus in Taurus in your 8th house is really asking you to break free from certain things. Uranus brings the idea of the unconventional. And when you're in the 8th house, you're dealing with sex and intimacy and trust. So it's another area of your life that's being transformed, right? We're in major cycles of transformation now with pretty much every single planet. So there's no escaping the transformation that's happening for any of us. But I think this new moon and this phase that you're going in is going to bring a lot of emphasis into what you like, what your pleasures are, how you express yourself, how other people value you. And it could also bring some financial stresses. The 5th house could be wanting to have more money for yourself, or to invest in yourself, or a vacation maybe, or, a way to pamper yourself. And the 8th house is shared resources with Uranus there. So there might be some unexpected events that occur. Maybe a significant other loses a job, or and it's Uranus, it's completely unpredictable, so they could also get a new job offer. And all that Capricorn happening in your 4th house could lead me to believe that there's major transformations in your home, and in your family and in your soul. So they're all tying in together, and I think that right now the energy is ripe to kind of introduce new ideas, unconventional ways of doing things. Okay, so here's how I'm going to do this. I'm going to pull a couple cards for you and a couple cards for your significant other or person. It doesn't have to be a lover. It could just be like, even a coworker, a friend, a boss, whoever's coming up that you're having issues with right now. If it resonates, you'll know. If it doesn't, check your sun, moon, rising, and Venus. A lot of times if you're looking for love advice, it'll come up in your Venus or your moon signs. And if you don't know how to look that up, astro.com or Cafe Astrology, you just put in your birth info and you can find out those placements pretty easily. Okay, so energy can be vice versa. So I'm going to refer to Libra over here and your person over here, but the energy could come in, vice versa. So just change it up if you have to. If you're cross-watching for a Libra and you're resonating more with the Libra, that's completely normal too. You'll know how your story is going. I'm only reading energy. What else? I think that's it. Hey guys, if you do me a favor, because I never ever remember to ask, so I finally remembered to ask. Like, share, and subscribe the videos as the channel is slowly growing. It helps to get the video out there to more people, and I really, really appreciate it. All right, Libra, let's get started. pages. Everybody's getting so many pages, so many court cards. Okay, Libra. So, that new moon and Uranus that I was talking about. So, here you are, Libra. The world, but in reverse. So that means that opportunities for change and transformation are abundant, but you're not taking action towards them. When I see this card in reverse, it's almost like you don't want to see the opportunities. That you're keeping yourself trapped. You know, that Saturn ring. Now remember that we have Saturn in your 4th house, so it's like keeping you bound to old ways and old habits, thought processes, just self-limiting beliefs in a way. And that's because, again, crossing you is the devil. So this could be an obsession or an addiction of some sort. It could just be how you let things have power over you. Again, I'm going back to those self-limiting beliefs, not realizing potentials. And it's like you're just feeling a little bit trapped, not knowing how or where to move from here. You know, and you have Neptune going through your 6th house right now. So, you know, that tells me that you're feeling a little bit out of sorts. Now, you know, Neptune moves really slow, but Venus is in there now. I feel like you're only wanting to find yourself in comfortable places that feel safe, and maybe feeling a little bit secluded from, you know, social activities and stuff. Because I see below you, you have the 5 of Wands. So it looks like you're stuck in this cycle of drama or conflict, or the idea of having to compete with others. You know, we could do that a lot of ways in our own, you know. Again, when I said the 5th house, 8th house thing, and that having to do with finances, I could feel like maybe you've got yourself in a bind financially. And there's all these things that you want to do, but your options are so limited because you're struggling in ways. And then I think it moves on to a place in your head where, you know, everyone else seems to be making investments or going on great vacations or buying houses, and I'm just here stuck in the same cycle. 5th house, 8th house, transformation and change. And above you is the Queen of Swords crowning you. So I think, and I don't know why I'm getting such a feel for financial issues in here, Libra, because it must at some point, and I'll tie it in with this person's energy. But, you know, this may be affecting your love life or your relationship with your significant other. That Queen of Swords in reverse, you know, you have to be careful because you also have Mars in your 3rd house. So you may be holding in some anger, and now is a great time for you to let it out and talk to people and have those conversations that you need to have. But you have to check the ego. You can't bring that in. And I also suggest, with the devil being there, that you make sure you're not coming from a place of victimhood. again, it's like a sense of power that you're fighting for, but first you have to also face yourself and your own truths. What did you contribute to the situation? You know, if you're in a marriage and two people ran up a credit card and then the one person starts to get upset over it, it doesn't mean you both didn't run up the credit card. The core issue is probably communication anyways, right? So watch the way that you approach situations. It looks like an Ace of Wands. There's like a new idea, a new passion forming in you and that you want to move towards. It's like an opportunity that you want to grab, a change that you want to make, an investment of intention at this point. It's not a pentacle. So it's still out there and it's an idea, and that's fantastic for a new moon in Aquarius because that is the perfect place to plant that, right? That's definitely new beginnings and connections with other people. And you know, you got the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. So it's kind of realizing where you've made the wrong investments, be that in a partner or in financial decisions within the relationship. You're not satisfied and you're not seeing anything grow at this point. So I do get that feeling, Libra, like you're yearning for some kind of change, but you're also feeling really trapped, like you don't know what to do about it. And the Queen of Swords in reverse tells me you're not talking about it. And that's always the first step, is that communication that needs to occur. Now your person coming across as the Emperor and crossed by the King of Cups. So the strange part of the reading is I feel like you're in so much of a need for change and to break free of something. But this person, and you know, that tells me an Aries or a water sign. But this person seems to be standing their ground. And I don't know if they're standing their ground to you or they're just don't seem to be taking action. You know, the Emperor is extremely stoic. Crossing him, the King of Cups, maybe there's a disconnect emotionally there, which would make sense. So it's like a lack of emotional connection right now. And I feel like your Emperor just seems a little bit distant. Yeah, because below him we have the Page of Cups. So I don't know if there was a level of rejection that this person is feeling. Libra, I feel like ooh, I don't know how to say this. Okay. I feel like your person feels like they offer you the stability and the emotional connection that you require. Okay. But you're wanting more, or you're not accepting what they have to offer. And I feel like your person feels rejected. And we've got the Seven of Swords. Libra, with the world in reverse, crossed by the devil, and on your person's energy, I don't know if maybe they can feel it coming or if it's already been done, but your unwillingness to fix things is getting to a level where your person isn't trusting you. I feel like they do have a lot of suspicions, that there's just exhibiting of odd behavior. I feel that emotional disconnect. And you have a Page of Wands in reverse. So it's even a lack of passion towards them. Ten of Pentacles in reverse. I think they feel like it is a severe lack of stability. But I feel like your person's really strong, coming out as the Emperor like that. So maybe, I think maybe you don't even realize how hurt they are. The Seven of Swords, I don't know why I'm hearing in my mind, taking time from them. Libra, are you working too much? Are you ignoring, your person at home? Taking precious time from me is what I'm hearing. Like you're stealing this person's time. And I'm not hearing waste of time. It's just time that they deserve to have with you. Overall energy is a Two of Wands. Libra, be careful because you may have these great big dreams and you might feel really trapped and resentful. But I feel like you're putting a lot of blame on this person, and I feel like you are a little bit cold towards them. And I feel like they're hurting. And I feel like you may be ignoring them. You're in such a manifesting energy, but if you're having a lot of negative thoughts or resentments towards this person, you're manifesting toxicity within the relationship, and that causes this. And sometimes when a person that you love feels ignored, then they act out in ways to just see if you care. And if you're not even responding, it's a clear message that it doesn't matter if they're there or not in your life. So be really careful, and anything that you're really obsessed on, remember that there has to be a balance in your life. In all areas for stuff to work. Like you have to have your own passions, your own beliefs, you have to have your own life and your own personality, and you're you. And then this person comes along and they make you feel good, and they have the things that you value, and they value who you are. And then it works really well. But if you're not liking where you're at, and you're not liking who you are, and you don't like the life that you're currently living, and you're feeling resentful all of the time, or overworked, or in a rat race of life, your person may be feeling like they're all lumped up in all those things that you complain and bitch and moan about. And that when you say that you don't want to do any of this anymore, it also means that you don't want to do life with them anymore. And when you're not speaking, they don't have a chance to explain those hurt feelings to you, and it festers. So, I think at the end of the day, it's how do you feel about it? What do you want from this? But don't string this person along if they are the reason you aren't happy. And don't take them down with you just because you aren't happy. Respect that if you've chosen to be on a path with another human being, then there is a level of what you owe to each other, and it's always honesty. So recognize that and make a plan for what you want to do with your life. Because the more unstable this person is going to feel, the more drama and then the more disconnected you're going to get. It's like you'll end up repelling each other. And that's not a healthy energy. Oh my goodness. Cards are exploding. Sorry, guys. Okay. I'm going to pull an animal spirit card for you and an animal spirit card for your person. You got the fish, Libra. That makes sense. And your person got the dragonfly. Now, these also can be vice versa. So, whatever fits, whatever resonates, you'll feel it. Okay, so for you, the fish. Obviously a water sign. I just got done doing Aries. And my hands were on fire. With you guys, I'm all like kind of chill and relaxed. All right, so the fish. Restlessness, change of focus, lost in the current. The fish loves to be subsumed in life's current. Nothing pleases it more than movement, and more movement. The roaming lifestyle of the fish may be exhilarating for a while, but usually leads to weariness and slippery relationships. With all the possibilities out there in the vast waters, the fish becomes lost without clear goals and intentions. Spend some time with the lunar forces, dear fish, as the peace and calm of the moon will soothe your soul. When in balance, adaptable, travels well. When out of balance, distracted, changes mind often. To bring into balance, set a small goal and accomplish it. And that's really great advice, if this is definitely referring to finances. Maybe your need for movement can be accomplished, like just a goal of like paying off like one bill a month or as close as you can get, and like make a list and cross it off so you could feel better about it, so you could see the movement that you're making. Okay, dragonfly. Here's the bugs. Okay. Master of light, illusion, and the mind. The dragonfly is an ancient and ethereal creature that awakens a sense of wonder in all. The dragonfly is a symbol of the mind, as it is always moving, shifting, shimmering, and changing. When the dragonfly card appears, it's worth considering the quality of your mind and perception. Are they restless or still? Dreamlike or crystal clear? The situation at hand may be different than it appears at first glance. The dragonfly reminds us to calm the mind so the light of wisdom can shine through. When in balance, sees clearly, joyful, and magical. When out of balance, can't concentrate, busy mind. To bring into balance, focus on the breath. So that's what I'm saying about your person. I think they're feeling like they can't trust you in a way, and there needs to be communication. I think that's what they really need now. Okay, Libra, so I will be seeing you soon for your February readings, and I hope that you have a great couple of weeks. Take care. Bye.